Let's go.
I'm concerned, but I still believe.
Fair, fair.
My fence
All right,
still.
let's go to Jamaica.
We're
This
going.
one might have
You got
been.
tickets? You got tickets? to Jamaica? We're flying there.
I wish. I'm gonna go to Champs one of these years.
Let's go next year.
Uh, Oblique Seville, 986. This result came out when we were waiting for the meet in Jacksonville to start, and
Damn.
this this run was impressive. He puts daylight between that field on the second half of that race in a very decisive manner. So Seville, just 21 years old, smashes 10 seconds. Just absolutely smashes 10 seconds. Wasn't going up against the craziest field of all time. But listen to this, Gordon. Jamaica. Last time someone broke 990, 2016. Usain Bolt. You got to go back another year, 2015, the last time a non-Bolt person uh, ran faster than 990. So, I mean, Bolt didn't even do it in his last season. And then 18, 19, 20, 21, you had a lot of mid 9.9s from Johan Blake. And then some of those years, you didn't even have anybody that fast. So, Seville giving Jamaica a glimmer of hope. They didn't have anybody in the 100 final in Tokyo. Nobody. No medalists in Doha 2019. Well, they haven't got a medal at a major championship in the 100 since 17.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, Oblique Seville, great name. I mean,
Yeah.
we all time top tier name team, Oblique Seville. But outside of that, I mean, yeah. If we're being real, Jamaica has been a one gender dominance when it comes to sprinting, and that's been the women's side. The men's side, ever since Bolt was gone, has been gone. They have
Yeah.
not been anywhere near relevant, right? They could maybe put together a 4x1 here and there, but at the end of the day, they weren't churning out individuals year after year after year the way like US could. But now that you
Yeah.
have this one guy, Seville 986, that is something that's real. Like that's not we got a young Jamaican guy who ran 999 and maybe it's him.
Yeah.
To get that jump to 986 that's a big difference from a sub 10. Uh, so my question, I guess, for you and for me, I'll answer my own question. Where do you
Yeah.
think he stands right now in the world? Like he just ran once. I mean, he runs.
Yeah.
He ran 10 flat last year, or no, he ran 10:04 last year. His time coming into that race was 10 flat. So he's been in the 10 flat, 10:04 range for the past 2 years. This is his big leap, the first time breaking 10, and he runs
Yeah.
986. So it is just one race. It wasn't that windy. It was only like 0.2 wind. Now that he has this data point to his resume, where do you think you would put him in the hierarchy of sprinting?
So here's my top 10 right now. I just pulled it up. This was updated last week before the Diamond League and the Jacksonville meet and all this stuff. Jacobs 1, Coleman 2, Romel 3, Omanyala, Curley, Bracy, DeGrasse, Azamati, Williams, Ash. That's my top 10. I think I'd put him sixth right now. I think I put him behind Curley and ahead of Bracy. Because 990, sub 990 is not a joke. I know we want to see it. You talked about this yesterday when we were planning the show. So far, it's just a time. You want to see it in a competition with guys who can run 995, put them under pressure, guys who can run 985, right? Or you want to see it in a Diamond League level competition. But that time again is quick enough to where you'd have to put him ahead of a lot of the guys on the back half of that top 10 just because it's just such a quicker mark. Um, so again, I'd have him behind Omanyala, behind Curley, but then I'd put him in sixth right now.
I would put him in like 8th to 10th right now. I think some of your people in your ranking in your 8, 9, 10 should be up higher because I think you saw the Marvin Bracy, and that looks like the good name to put him above. But I think Marvin Bracey shouldn't is ranked higher than he should be, which is causing you to put Seville higher than he should be. But if Bracey wasn't on that 6 spot, I think you would probably look towards that 8, 9, 10 range to place Seville. Um, so I think he's more of like an 8, 9, 10 right now. Again, because like
Okay, but that's
Omanyala
not
was
that's not
kind
that
of
different. That's not
it
that
is a
different.
difference.
6 versus 8 isn't that big of a difference. But yes, go ahead.
It's a difference of two.
It is.
Dude,
Fair.
difference of
But
two can mean a lot.
it's not as if you're
Like that
saying
could
medalist. It's not like you're saying medalist versus non-medalist, right? So,
true, true. But I just think that he's in the 8, 9, 10 range for me. We'll move up to the 4, 5, 6 range if he puts together a second strong 100-meter dash, like runs a 9.9 again. Like
yeah.
if he doesn't run sub 10 before Worlds, I'll be like, all right, that was a flash in the pan. But if he runs another sub 10 like at Jamaica trials, then you're like, all right, he's
I want to see him at
you gotta
pre.
do it
I
twice.
want
You
to
just gotta do it
I,
twice.
I want to see him at pre. The problem is everybody's already at pre. There's no lanes left at pre, but I would love to see him at pre. Kadeem says he's coached by Glenn Mills, and he also coached Usain Bolt, of course. Marlon says, dude never rate any Jamaican. I think he's talking about you there, Gordon. You're not, or
Well,
maybe
okay,
he's
hold
talking about
on.
me.
They don't deserve to be rated up until now's the first time there's been any
Yeah,
reason to consider a Jamaican man to be rated in the 100 or the 200. Like,
that's right. That's right. That's fair.
congratulations, you have finally entered the conversation, but like, you're just in the conversation. You do one more thing and then you become real. Like, you got to do it twice. You do it once, now we listen. Twice, now we believe. And that's what he's at. He's in between the listening and believing stage. And
Did you,
I think he's
did you just
probably going to
make
run
that
well.
up?
I bet at Jamaica trials, or the whatever they call the
Yeah.
national championship, he goes out
Okay.
there and runs another sub 10 and wins. Boom, you're real. So
All right. You have him 8 to 10. I have him sixth. But I think if you're happy, if you're a Jamaican sprint fan
yes,
this weekend, you're happy because you at least have somebody in the conversation. Because Blake clearly is not the same guy, and everybody else who came up didn't have that potential.
and it's hard
Because a lot of times it'd
it's
be a
hard to fluke a 9.8. It's hard to fluke a 9.8. Like
yeah,
that requires real talent.
yeah, yeah. All right. Also at that meet, Elaine Thompson, hurrah, ran 10:94, another